Hi, welcome back. This is yet another Sunday with me drawing. So hope you had a good week, and I did. Well, it wasn't the greatest one, but it was okay. This week I decided to make one of my favorite characters. I really like this one. I haven't read too much of this character lately, but here he is. I will start, as you can see, I make some circles for the arm. This is in perspective, so he's reaching the arm toward us, so we see him, the hand coming closer to us. So I'm making circles, and I continue with circles. Now I'm working with pencil. I'm creating the face, a little bit of details so I know. Started like a Y, the eyes and the nose. He's like looking up from down, so I know how to ink it later. Don't make too much details. I know I want the shadows, and I know the jawline should be around about there, and his head too. And they don't need to be very specific and very carefully done. I usually do it more faster and more blurry or whatever, but this time I took it easy. And here is the mask too, and with all the bubbles and all the balls or whatever, the circles. I will have a tree behind him because he operates in the jungle, this guy, usually. It's the Phantom, yeah, it's the Phantom. I like this guy. I like the mythology behind it. I'll start inking now, and I like, for most of it, I use the 06, this one, to make all the lines all around the body, all the main lines with this pen and this size. I don't know why, but it feels more. I don't know. I don't need to work too much. If I have a thinner one, I need to refill it. The lines don't become the way that I want to. So now I'm more careful when I fill in the main lines with the inking. The outer lines, I take it easy now. Don't make it too crazy. And fixing all the details after this, but I put on all the important lines that I need to put before I clean it, before I start to use the eraser to take away everything that I use with my pencil. And this is how I mostly do it in this paste. I never speed my videos up. Yeah, sometimes I do, but this time I didn't. Now it's cleaner. I've cleaned it up. I use a thicker pen now for the places that I know will be more shadow. So I know it is like a marker for me to know that here will be more shadow and how the light is falling. And the light is falling from a certain point. So, and also the hand that it's closest to us, you should have more shadow around it, so you know it's closer to you. It's about the perspective. And of course, under the jawline, you will always have more shadow. I'll do the background. I like the black background as usually. I always do, because I have the freedom to see the drawing in another way when it's all black. And I like to put on some effects with white ink after, sometimes a lot, sometimes not. Depends on how I see it at the moment. This takes longer time, And of course, the closer to the drawing and the body you get, you need to be more careful. And the rest of the drawing in the background, you can go crazy and just fill it in. It's not like in Photoshop. You just click it once and it's bloop, you fill the whole background. And these things, closer you get to the body, you use this size of pen. It's not very, very thick. It is a thick one, but not very, very thick. For the rest, I use a thicker one. And I usually work like this. I change. I don't finish one place and I change to go to another place just because I feel it's. I like to change when I do that. I don't like to get bored. And now I'll take a thicker one, of course, to fill in the rest. This one is the thickest I have. So I'll finish the rest off like that. It goes much more faster with this pen. Of course, it takes time. It never goes as fast as I want to, but it does the job that I need and want. I try to keep the tree behind as much as I can because this big black pen will anyways take the whole background. So here it is. I left a bit of the tree behind. I know that it will be a lot of shadows on the trees. This is why I left all that. Yes, that is a tree behind him. Now I'll start with all the details, trying to decide exactly how the shadow will fall. Start carefully. Don't go crazy at first. I usually use the same pen, the 06 one, for the shadowing. You can use thinner, of course. It will look more gray, but it takes longer time if you use the thinner one. And it's not that I'm in a hurry, it's just I want results. I always want to see how it looks like. It's a classic way to make shadow inking, especially in the comics community. People use it in different ways, but I really like to do it like this freehand, not by very, very straight lines. I like to follow the curve, or how, for example, the shadow is very round like this. So I try to follow it when I make the straight lines, but they're not straight, they're more curved. And of course, he has the old school underwear over the spandex, and he still does till today in the comics. It didn't change. It kind of fits him though, and I like it that the underwears are like striped. They're not like just underwear like Superman has this red underwear. He has some style to it. So this is the results. This is how it looked like in the end. I put a ring on him because he has 2 rings. Now I can't remember ever which hand is what ring. I know he has justice or something, and the other one a skull. That is like the punishment. So the Phantom, for all of you, I hope you liked it. I enjoyed doing it. The tree kind of looked like some lightning, but it wasn't supposed to be. I hope you follow. I hope you come back. It was a fun one this time. So take it easy and you'll have a good one.